Hello, thought I'd do another video this evening. Haven't done for a while, since 28th. I've talked about in the past live Iron Maiden official releases. Showed what my collection looked like, that sort of thing, on DVD, concerts on film. I'm going to talk about the unofficial ones, or the licensed ones. They put on broadcast in different, what they call countries, that sort of thing. They get licenses and they broadcast them live, or does it for the local consumption, or releases it for local consumption. And there's plenty on YouTube. Most people, I'm assuming, who are into the band have watched them all, but there is some of my favourites, and I'll put some links for those shows on here. Now they vary in basically how they look like and that sort of thing, quality, visual quality, sound quality, that sort of thing. But some people have actually put the effort in. A guy called Heavy Metal Culture on YouTube has put in an effort to upgrade them or remaster them to make them really kind of pop and that sort of thing. So these are a few of my favourites, and I'm going to go through the list anyway. Some interesting ones. There's Sweden in 2005, and Eddie Rips Up the World tour. That's on by Heavy Metal Culture. He's done the whole show. You can watch that online YouTube. It's a great show. It was a small tour they did in between albums. I think Dance of Death and Matter of Life and Death, which was to come out the following year. But they did this show where they did a tour and they just played songs from the first four albums. Iron Maiden, Killers, Number of the Beast, and Peace of Mind. And they did a show like that in Sweden. It's available on YouTube in remastered, and it looks great. I watched it recently again. It's one of my favourite shows to watch on YouTube. It's really good, and it's a really kind of raw, good, solid Maiden show. So that's available. There is a Donnington 2007, which is not great quality, which is a visually wise, sound wise, it's okay. Some of these things are not great sound wise. They're not being freshly mixed, but they are audible and clear and that sort of thing. This was the tour in Donnington 2007 where they did one of the headliners, and it's basically half the songs from Plus of A Matter of Life and Death. It's a kind of extension of the tour they did where they played the whole album, but they haven't done that here. In this case, they've peppered it with Children of the Damned and other hits sort of thing. So that's that. So that's a really good show to watch. I'll probably be watching it later on tonight. They got Donnington 1992, which was an official release. It's very difficult to get hold of. There's different versions of it, just the audio and not great video. But there is a Heavy Metal Culture again. He's managed to put 18 of those tracks from that particular show. They're individual tracks as such, so you'd have to skip to the next track in order to watch this show. So I think there's two missing, either the full length one, where you can just watch it all the way through without breaks, or some really rough ones on the system. Some songs are missing from it, but it's about 18 songs, so that's pretty good. About their second headlining tour at Donnington. About 4 years after 1988. Okay, there's plenty of what they call heavy metal culture, good quality rock AM. I'm not sure where that is, but anyway, it's a festival, Rock AM, and they've got 3 shows from there. They've got 2003, which is kind of like another legacy tour sort of thing. I forgot what that one's called. I don't think it's Ed Hunter tour. I'm not 100% sure. Then it also got another concert on the Eddie Rips Up the World tour 2005 Rock AM. Then 2014 Rock AM, which is kind of like Seventh Son of a Seventh Son return sort of thing. So they play a lot of the songs from there. Right, now to Blaze Bayley. There's a few concerts on there. There's one from Chile, which is from 1996. It's an infamous one because it's basically when someone was spitting at Blaze at some point during the beginning of the show, and he remonstrated with them. And later on, they started doing it again, and this guy was, getting out of line, and Steve was laid into him from the stage sort of thing. So it's a kind of a raw kind of visceral show, like I say, like the X Factor album. There's 2 more shows from the 1998 Virtual 11 tour. There's one from Brazil, which is really good, and there's the same show exactly, almost same set list from the Buenos Aires, which turned out to be the last live show. Visually, it's very kind of like it's shot on a rough VHS, but it's all professionally done by a local television crew, and it sounds great as well. And it's a very kind of, like I say, a ripped raw, like the Blaze Bayley area was like. So, okay, we go into Rock in Rio. Obviously, the most famous Rock in Rio, which they released on DVD, was back in 2001, which is available. But there's obviously ones which I guess were televised by the Rock in Rio company. They had authorizations to film it and broadcast it. These are okay. They're very good quality. The sound is okay. It's not, perfectly mixed. They didn't have a mixer mixing the sound from Maiden sort of thing, but it's really good sound on it. Visually, it's really clear sort of thing. And they got 3 shows, which I found, as much as I found. So it's really good. The only drawback is with these particular ones, sometimes you get the odd text at the bottom with people making comments as on live, and also occasionally in between the breaks of stage setups and changeovers, you do get the commentators who are obviously commentating for Rock in Rio cutting to them in the studio talking, or you can hear their voices over the thing, and sometimes they just nearly miss the beginning of the next song sort of thing. So if you can get through that, that's fine. But like I said, these are the ones I really like. I shall put links to them in this YouTube video, so if you haven't seen them, which I doubt most people have, I should imagine found them, track them down at some point during the years, I will put them on there and you can have a look and enjoy them. In the Sweden one, 2005, Bruce says something good. This is being broadcast. This is the one to bootleg and give to your mates, which is quite cheeky, but yeah, I'll put them on there. So it's a short video tonight, not that long. So I thought I'd just do that, and yeah, have a good evening. Take care.